Got y'all, this 80 hat with Cowboy World Man Cow with another fantastic cowboy. For those that don't know, your name is?
Brent Gluck.
All right, and where you from?
Stephenville, Texas. Now, originally Northeast Texas, around Greenville.
Okay. Stephenville, man, they bred a lot of good cowboys out of that area.
Yeah, there's been a few come out of there. Most of them are transplants, but they end up there and then they leave and go on and do better things.
So do you agree that that is cowboy capital?
It is the cowboy capital of the world.
Okay, all right. We're gonna leave that one alone.
There's more NFR buckles, and of course some of them are timed eventers. We'll have to let them slide. But, you know, it's a different world down there.
That I do agree with. So for those that don't know, the highlights of your career are what are some of them?
Well, I don't know if I had really any highlights, to be honest with you. I mean, I did. A lot of people know that I rode the Bounty Bull at Mesquite one time for a bunch of money, and
PBR,
PRCA, PBR. I had a chance to go to the PRCA finals about 3 times. Got hurt, didn't quite make it. That was kind of more the story of my career, was I just couldn't stay healthy most of the time. So, you know, it's tough. I tried to make a living riding bulls for about 10 years. You know, won a lot of money, just didn't quite get to where I wanted to go. It's tough out there, you know, till a guy gets out there and beats up and down the road going to 100 rodeos a year. You don't realize how tough it is, and you know, a little luck involved doesn't hurt, but just it's tough on your body. I mean, we were just talking about it this morning, me and Cody and Corey, and you know, getting up in the mornings is not easy anymore, and you know, my knees hurt every day and stuff like that, and so it's tough.
So if you had to say something to a young cowboy that want to at least achieve some of the things that you have done and how to stay healthy, what would you tell them?
Well, I mean, the biggest thing now, I mean, you know, of course, these guys are on a little better workout programs than we were probably back then. But I did. I mean, I rode my bike and I tried to work out as much as I could. The biggest thing I see with the young guys right now is they don't realize how long their career is. You know, you look at, you know, guys like Cody Custard and some of them, you know, yeah, he had a 20-year career, but most people are going to have a very short career in riding bulls, and it's the injuries, and, you know, that was what happened to me. So you got to take advantage of it, and I think a lot of these guys kind of waste their youth, and they don't give it everything they have every time they get on. And so, you know, they think tomorrow's here, tomorrow's there, and one day you're going to wake up and tomorrow's gone.
Wow.
And it's, you know, and then reality sets in. Then you got to go find a way to make a living and do all that.
So the best advice that I heard earlier was that, you know, do the best you can in your 18s so it'll go over into your 20s, and then do the best in your 20s so it can go over into your 30s. So is that pretty much a good advice? Well,
it is. I mean, bull riding's different from any other sport. You know, we don't get paid. Well, I guess now with the team thing, they kind of get paid, but I mean, you know, you don't get paid if you don't win. And if you're not willing to give 110% every time you get on, whether it's in the practice pen or you're riding for $50,000, you're just wasting your time. You ought to go get you a job at Walmart or digging ditches or doing something else, because it's a great way to make a living. It's a great way to live, you know, traveling up and down the road.
They say this is the best time to be a bull rider.
I don't know. I think when we were all riding, that was the best time to be a bull rider. But, you know, every group says that. You know, you go back and look at Don Gay and Denny Flynn and all them great guys that were going then, and then you look in my era, you had, you know, Cody and Ty and Tuff and Ted, and, you know, there were so many great. I think my era of riding bulls was the toughest era, but everybody's going to say that. You know, I'm sure the young guys now are looking at Jose and all that, and you know, I guess my best piece of advice for a young bull rider is figure out what Jose Lemmy's doing and copy it 110%.
Wow.
That guy's probably one of the greatest. Time will tell, but he's going to end up probably being one of the greatest bull riders we've ever seen.
Wow. Well, that means a lot coming from you. Once again, for those that don't know, your name is?
Brent Gluck.
All right, thank you so much. There you had in Cowboy World.